Welcome to Tungal Online Classes. In previous video, we have discussed the equation of motion in case of freely falling body, equation of motion in case of vertically projected body, and acceleration due to gravity. Okay. So in today's class, we are discussing maximum height, time of ascent, time of descent, and what do you mean by the time of flight, right? Okay, see here. The first one, the maximum height. Okay, see here. So consider this is the horizontal surface. So in this case, we are thrown an object in vertically upward direction. It reaches the maximum position. Okay, see here, this is the object. It is projected vertically in upward direction and it reaches the maximum position, and this is known as the maximum height. So that is S is equal to H. So in this case, we are going to determine what is the formula we are used to find out the maximum height reached by the vertically projected body, right? Okay, see here. First, write on the condition here. The distance from this point to this point is that gives the maximum height, that is H, and here we are initially giving some initial velocity to that object, that is U. After that, if the object is moving in upward direction, the final velocity of an object is 0, right? When the object is moving in upward direction, in that case its velocity goes on decreasing at this position. Let us assume that at this position the velocity is 0, then the final velocity of that object is 0. The final velocity is 0. Then acceleration due to gravity in this case is negative. It is moving in upward direction. Okay, see here. Already we know that equations of motion, that is v square minus u square is equal to 2as, right? Here already we know the conditions. The conditions are the distance is equal to h, maximum height. Here we are going to find the maximum height formula. Then initial velocity is u and acceleration, that is a is equal to minus g. Then final velocity of an object is 0. Final velocity of an object is 0. Substitute here. The final velocity is 0 minus initial velocity u as it is u square, that is equal to 2. A value is, that is minus g, into h, s value is h. Then maximum height is equal to u square by 2g. U square by 2g. In this case, this minus sign and this minus sign both are get cancelled. Then this expression we are used to find out the maximum height reached by an object, that is h is equal to u square by 2g. H is equal to u square by 2g. So this is our equation number 1. And the second one, is time of ascent. The time of ascent means the time taken by the object to reach the maximum position, right? The time taken by the object to reach the maximum position. In this case, we are going to find out what is the time taken by the body to reach the maximum position. Okay, see here. So here we are using the equation of motion is, that is v is equal to u plus at. V is equal to u plus at. Already we know the conditions here, that is s is equal to h, initial velocity is u, acceleration due to gravity value is, that is minus g, and final velocity is 0. Okay, substitute here. Here v is equal to 0, initial velocity is u, then a is equal to, that is minus g. Why it is minus g here? Because that object is moving vertically upward direction. In that case, we are considering acceleration due to gravity value is, that is minus. So then substitute here. This is 0. This is equal to u plus a value is, that is minus g into t. So then minus u is equal to minus g into t. Minus and both are get cancelled. Then time of ascent. Here t suffix a indicates that time of ascent, that is equal to u by g. Time of ascent, that is equal to u by g. So here time of ascent means the time taken by object to reach the maximum position. So then the time of ascent value, that is equal to u divided by g. The next one is time of descent, right? So time of descent means the time taken by the body to reach from maximum position to the minimum position. Okay, see here. So in this case, consider this is a horizontal surface. So the object is present at a certain height. So here this object is released from this height. This body reaches to the ground, right? So in this case, what are the conditions? So initial velocity of this object is 0, right? And s is equal to, that is maximum height, h from this position to this position. The distance is, that is h, right? S is equal to h, and the final velocity of an object is, that is v. Then acceleration due to gravity value is, that is plus g, because in this case the object is moving in downward direction and the direction of acceleration due to gravity is also same. Then we are taken it is acceleration as a positive. Okay, see here. So next we are going to find out what is the expression to calculate time of descent value. Okay, see here. So already we know that the equations of motion, that is s is equal to ut plus half at square. So in this case we are using this formula to calculate the time of descent value. Okay, see here. The substitute s value here. S value is h and initial velocity we are, that is 0 into t plus 1 by 2 as it is. A value is, that is plus g into t square. So then maximum height h is equal to 1 by 2 into g into t square. 1 by 2 g into t square. So this is our first equation. From equation of a maximum height value. So maximum height value, that is h is equal to u square by 2g. U square by 2g. So this equation we are derived, that is a maximum height. From that equation, that h value is u square by 2g. Substitute this h value in above equation. So let us assume that this equation number 2. Substitute equation number 2 in equation number 1. So then equation number 2 value is, that is u square by 2g, that is equal to 1 by 2 g into t square. 1 by 2 g into t square. So here this 2 get cancelled. This 2 get cancelled. Then t square is equal to, it is simply, then t square is equal to u square by g square. U square by g square. Then t is equal to, that is u by g. That is t is equal to u by g. So this is the time of descent. So this is the time of descent value is, that is u by g, and the time of ascent value is also same, that is u by g, right? So time of descent means the time taken by the object to reach from maximum position to the minimum position. So that is known as time of descent. For this one we are consider the equation is s equal to ut plus half at square. Substitute all the conditions here, then you will get h is equal to 1 by 2 g into t square. So from the maximum height equation, the maximum height formula is h equal to u square by 2g. We are substituting this value in equation number 1. Then you will get time of descent is equal to u by g. Time of descent equal to u by g. And the next, okay, the next one is time of flight. It is the sum of time of flight. It is sum of time of ascent and time of descent. Time of ascent and the time of descent, or the time taken by the projectile to cover entire trajectory. It is also known as the time of flight, or a simple definition is, it is the sum of time of ascent and the time of descent. Okay, see here. Already we know that the time of ascent value is u by g and the time of descent value is also u by g. Then time of flight is equal to 2u by g. Time of flight, that is equal to 2u by g. Right. So these are the maximum height, time of flight, time of ascent and time of descent. So maximum height formula is h equal to u square by 2g. Time of flight is, that is 2u by g. Time of ascent value is u by g and time of descent value is also u by g. In the absence of air resistance, the time of ascent and the time of descent, both values are same. The time of ascent and the time of descent values are both are same. And in all this expression, the mass term is not involved. So the motion of an object, it is independent of its mass. The motion of an object is independent of a mass. For example, if the two bodies, one is the heavy body and one more is the light body, both are released from certain height, both the bodies are reached to the ground at the same time. Okay, so these are the important notes. What is the first one? The motion is independent of mass of the body, as in any equation of motion, mass is not involved. That's why a heavy and light object, when released from the same height, reaches the ground simultaneously and with the same velocity. So this is the first point. And the second point, in the absence of air resistance, time of ascent is equal to time of descent. So time of ascent, that is equal to time of descent. So next one, in the presence of air resistance, the time of ascent is less than the time of descent. In the presence of air resistance, time of ascent is less than the time of descent, or in bracket t suffix d, time of descent is greater than time of ascent. Right. And the last point, in case of motion under gravity, the speed with which a body is projected up at is equal to the speed with which it returns to the point of projection. So that means the speed of an object at any point is same. So these are the note points. Let's see the problem here. A ball thrown vertically upward with a velocity of 10 meter per second, calculate the maximum height reached by the ball. Second one, time of ascent. Third one, time of descent. And the last one is time of flight, right? So in this case, they are given a ball thrown vertically upward with a velocity of 10 meter per second. Okay, see here, the initial velocity is given. Initial velocity value is, that is 10 meter per second, and they are given g value is given g is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, see here, then g value is 9.8 meter per second square. So first one, find out maximum height. Maximum height is equal to question mark, time of flight is equal to question mark, time of ascent is equal to question mark, time of descent is equal to question mark, right? Okay, so already we know that a formula to calculate the maximum height, the first one is maximum height, that is maximum height h is equal to u square divided by 2g, u square divided by 2g. Here u value is given, so that is 10 square divided by 2 into 9.8, so this is equal to 100 divided by 9.8 into 2, so that is 2 into 9.8. so simplify this one, you will get the answer is 5.10 meter. So this is the maximum height reached by that ball. So that is h equal to u square by 2g. Substitute the value here, simplify, you will get the value is 5.10 meter. And the second one is time of ascent. Time of ascent, that is t suffix a is equal to, that is u divided by g, right? That is the formula u by g. U value is given, that is 10 divided by 9.8. So then its value is, that is 1.020 seconds. Okay, time of ascent value is okay. The time of ascent value is, that is 1.020 seconds. Similarly, the time of descent formula is also same, that is u by g, its value is also 1.020. And the third one, C, time of descent T suffix d is equal to, that is u divided by g. U value is given, so that is 10 meter per second. G value is 9.8. Simplify this one, will get the answer is 1.020, right? And the fourth one is time of flight. So time of flight means it is sum of time of ascent and time of descent, right? So time of flight, that is equal to time of ascent plus time of descent. Time of ascent value is, that is 1.020 plus time of descent value is also 1.20. So then it becomes 2.040 seconds. So these are the values. The first one is maximum height is 5.10 and time of ascent value is 1.020 and time of descent is 1.020 seconds. Next, time of flight is the sum of time of ascent and time of descent. Its value is 2.040 seconds. Okay. The one more problem. See here, a ball thrown vertically upwards with a velocity of 49 meter per second. Calculate the maximum height reached by the ball, time of ascent, time of descent and the time of flight. And here given g equal to 9.8 meter per second square. So this is the Homer problem. It is similar to the previous one. Try yourself. So the next problem, it is very important problem. So number of times it is asked in the examination, final examination. Okay, see here, the problem is a stone is dropped from a top of the tower 400 meter height. At the same time, another stone is projected vertically upwards ground with a velocity of 100 meter per second. Find where and when the stones are meet. Okay, see here, in this problem, so they are given two stones. The one stone is dropped from the certain height. The height is given. So what is the height here? That is 400 meter. The height is, that is 400 meter. Okay. Okay, in this case, the stone is dropped from the height of 400 meter. In that case, the initial velocity of an object is 0 for a first stone. Let us assume that this is the first stone. This stone is dropped from the certain height. The height is 400 meter. The height is 400 meter. At the same time, the one more stone is projected vertically upward direction. Vertically upward direction with some initial velocity. The initial velocity of that stone is, that is 100 meter per second. That is 100 meter per second. So in this case, let us assume that at this position both the stones are meet. So then the distance from this position to this position, let us assume that that is x. At x distance, both the stones are meet, right? Okay, see here, the total height is given from this point to this point is 400 meter, and in this case we are assuming that this height is x. So then the remaining height, so this height is becomes 400 minus x. 400 minus x. So in this case, this is the given problem. So what is the problem here? Initially they are given first stone is dropped from the certain height is 400 meter. At the same time, the one more stone is projected in upward direction with a velocity of 100 meter per second. In this case, we are going to find out where and when both the stones are made. In this case, we are assuming that at this position both the stones are made, right? So in this case, we are consider that distance is x. The total distance is 400 and this distance is x, and the remaining distance from here to here, it becomes 400 minus x. It becomes 400 minus x. Okay, see here, for first stone, right? So here we are assuming that the first stone is meet at the position of x, right, to the second stone. So here first stone, that value is s is equal to ut plus half at square. Half at square, this is the formula. Here the distance, that is x. Here we are considering this stone meets the second stone at a distance of x, that is s equal to x. Then dropped means initial velocity is 0. Then acceleration due to gravity value is 9.8 meter per second square. So let us assume that So s is equal to x, u value is 0, 0 into t plus 1 by 2 into 9.8 into t square. So then it becomes x is equal to 9.8 divided by 2 into t square. This is the value. This is x is equal to 9.8 divided by 2 into t square. The next one, for second stone. For second stone. Okay. So here again we are using the same equation, s is equal to ut plus half a into t square. Here the stone is meet at this position, the height is, that is 400 minus x. So then s is equal to 400 minus x. Why we are taken here 400 minus x? We are assuming that the both the stones are meet at this position. For first stone its value is x, then second stone is, its value becomes 400 minus x, because they are given the total height is 400 meter. We are assuming that at x distance both stones are meet. So from this point to this point the distance becomes 400 minus x. Here s is equal to 400 minus x. The next one, the initial velocity is given, vertically projected body means, that is 100 meter per second. Then acceleration due to gravity, its value is minus 9.8 meter per second square. Minus 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, substitute here. S value is, that is 400 minus x, that is equal to u is 100 into t as it is, plus 1 by 2 minus 9.8 into t square. So next one, 400 minus x as it is equal to 100t plus minus 9.8 divided by 2 into t square. Okay, then 400 minus x is equal to 100t minus 9.8 by 2 into t square. Okay, see here, already we know the x value here. Substitute equation number 1 in this equation. Substitute x value in this equation. So then it becomes, here substitute equation number 1 in above equation. Okay, see here. Okay, what is the value here? This is 400 minus x value is, here x value is 9.8 divided by 2 into t square. Substitute here, that is 9.8 divided by 2 into t square is equal to 100t minus 9.8 divided by 2 into t square. So in this case, take this whole term this side, then it becomes positive. So then 9.8 by 2 t square, 9.8 t square by 2, both are get cancelled. So what are the remaining terms here? That is 400, that is equal to 100t. So then t is equal to 4 second. Then t is equal to 4 second. Right. So then substitute t value in equation number 1. Substitute t value in equation number 1. We will get x value. So here substitute t value in equation number 1. So then x is equal to 9.8 divided by 2, 9.8 divided by 2 into 4 square. 4 square means 16. Multiply this one, we will get the answer is 78.4. Then x is equal to 78.4 meter. So this problem is very important for 5 marks. Okay, see here. So first see the equation, question here. A stone is dropped from a top of the tower 400 meter height. At the same time, the another stone is projected upwards vertically ground with a velocity of 100 meter per second. Find where and when both the stones are meet. Okay, see here. In this case, the first stone is dropped from the certain height 400 meter. In that case, and at the same time, the one more stone is projected vertically in upward direction with a speed of 100 meter per second. So in this case, we are assuming that both the stones are meet at the position of x distance from the top of the tower. From the top of the tower, for first stone, s is equal to x, u is equal to 0, a is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. So solve this one. For first stone, substitute the values. S is equal to x is equal to 0 into t plus 1 by 2 9.8 t square. So simplify this one, you will get x is equal to 9.8 divided by 2 into t square. So this is our first equation, right? So for second stone, the stone is meet at the position or at the height of 400 minus x, and initial velocity is given 100 meter per second, and g is equal to minus 9.8. Why we are taking this minus? And because it is projected vertically in upward direction. So then substitute all the values here. So s value is 400 minus x is equal to 100 into t plus 1 by 2 minus 9.8 into t square. So simplify this one. So afterwards, we are substituting equation number 1, that is x value in this equation. Then 400 minus 9.8 t square divided by 2 is equal to 100 t minus 9.8 t square by 2. So in this case, both the terms are get cancelled. The remaining is 400 is equal to 100 into t. Then t is equal to 4 seconds. At 4 seconds, both the stones are meet. So we know that t value know, then we can easily find out at which position both the stones are meet. X is equal to 9.8 divided by 2. Substitute the t value here 4 square. So then it becomes 78.4 meter. So here the stone meets at 78.4 meter after 4 seconds. It is very important. Okay, see here the homework problem. A stone is dropped from a top of the tower 600 meter height. At the same time, the another stone is projected upwards vertically ground with a velocity of 100 meter per second. Find where and when both the stones are meet. So it is similar to the previous problem. Try yourself. Thank you.